Hello, you beautiful people. My name is David Vieira. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie Medeiros. Welcome back to our channel. And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Before we get into this episode 5 of Succession, season 4, Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing?
Good, bro.
Chilling.
Yeah.
We're excited to watch this episode. Thank you to everyone who's been engaging. That's made us excited as well. Made our week.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Thank you.
close to reaching 300 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please hit that button, subscribe, so that you can, keep up with everything that we're posting. We also do film reviews, a couple other things. So I appreciate you tuning in. So yeah.
Yeah, and you guys know the drill. At the beginning, we're reading comments. So, Abe, can you give us the comments that were written last episode?
Yes, sir. All right. This one comes from DD. I don't know what you call it. Plot device? The whole line ambiguity thing is such a genius idea. A single line on a paper creates so much drama. It reminds me of The Sopranos, like how they deliberately keep stuff ambiguous in that show. Sometimes not getting a clear answer is more interesting than getting one. I think that's facts. I think we can all agree that that added so much conversation to the show. I think we talked about that specific plot line so much for that exact reason. It's like, ooh, is it crossed out? Is it underlined? It adds to Kendall's, his doubt and his anxiety of like, did he really want me to be the successor? So I think that's 100% spot on, DD. So thanks for that comment. Next, we have Lyserco. I seriously believe that Kendall started to doubt whether his name was underlined or crossed through, which is what pushed him to change his mind at the end to shit on his dad. From the grave, Logan is still making his son hate him, and it is turning him into the killer Logan wanted. I think that's so true. I think we talked a lot about the last episode too, like, does it make sense for Kendall to be the successor? And like, one thing I keep going back to is that Kendall is the only one who has that killer instinct. Whether or not his decisions are the right one, he's the only one who can somewhat emulate the sort of like ruthless decision making that Logan has. And I think that this speaks to it too. And it's almost like the doubt. Yeah, it's like, this comment's crazy because it's almost like Logan's intentionally planning that doubt to make him
because remember last season he told them, "You're not a killer. You have to be a killer."
Yeah. Yep.
So I think we saw that, translate into this season and how he's trying to be that killer.
Yeah. No, exactly. So thanks for that comment. Next one, I got Miera Castro. I think I said your name right. Apologies if I didn't. I think when Kendall is in the bathroom looking again at his name in the paper, he realizes that his name might be crossed out, which is, again, another humiliation coming from his father. That's why he ultimately decides to go for ruining my father's reputation. It's pretty much the same as the last comment. Spot on. What else do we have here? This is a really great comment, so appreciate Kevin Sieg for this comment. Your analysis of the dramatic aspects of the show is excellent, but your appreciation of the comedy in the dialogue makes your reactions better. Succession is a very funny show, and I think that's why so many people like it. 6 more weeks, guys, then it will all be over. Facts. Thanks for that that comment, Kevin. And yeah, I cannot believe the show is ending already. But to be fair, we were talking about before we started the show, like, I feel like it's like episode 7 or 8 because there's so much that's already happened. We're only on episode 5.
Yeah, there was a comment where someone talked about how this episode is 10 days of the most chaotic events. The season, yeah. Sorry, this episode. I mean, this season is 10 days of the most chaotic events of the Roy family. And it really has been chaotic.
I love that choice.
Yeah.
I love that choice. I think it's a really smart thing for them to do instead of trying to cover so much different ground over different days. I think just honing in on the more chaotic pieces is a really, really smart way to go. Yes. I'll read one more here. Gorilla Monsoon. That threat to Hugo was the moment that Kendall finally became a killer.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of on the same page with the comments. Like, Kendall was the star of that last episode. So very curious to see what happens in this episode. And
I'm trying to see Roman shine. I think we've seen like Shiv moments and Kendo moments. I think I really want to see Roman do some, I don't know, really go crazy. I don't know. See something different that we haven't seen from Roman yet.
Yeah, I'm sure that each one will have their day in the sun, so to speak. So we'll see who it is this time around. But again, we didn't get to every comment, but we really appreciate every single positive comment and the positive feedback we've been getting. We've been, doing this for a while now, and, the support we've gotten over the last few weeks has been incredible. So thanks so much for sharing your thoughts with us. If you're just finding us, share with some people who you think might like us, or just keep coming back for more. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
Truthfully, guys, thank you so much. It has been amazing just to read you guys' comments and perspective on the show, and keep it up, y'all. We'd love to see what you guys are thinking about this show and this final season. And with that being said, y'all,
Let's
Charlie,
get it going. I haven't started with the theme once.
You're right.
How you know he's feeling himself when he has to rap.
Remember in season one? It feels like it's the same shot.
L to the
Okay.
OG.
That too.
L to the OG. Dude be the OG. And he playing like a pro. See, L to the OG. Dude be the OG. And he playing.
Hey.
Remix.
Okay, Nicholas
Okay,
Patel.
yo, I'm telling y'all, he's in his bag this
I've never
season.
seen this from
man
him.
is killing it.
Hold on, let me listen.
I'm pausing this right now. Somebody also made a comment saying that we should watch this in subtitles because we missed stuff.
We missed so many
Yeah.
I'm gonna
things.
put it on
So
right
we're gonna
now.
put it on. Yeah.
I'm getting my wish, guys. I've been saying this. Thank you. Flash the comment on the screen right here. Thank you.
Before takeoff, might be nice to get a shot of you and Roman on the candid shot, stepping up. CE Rose is kind of the bad version.
Shall we maybe not do the bad version?
I feel like he would have said yes to that. Like season 1 would be like,
Yeah. That's sick.
Bros. Hell yeah, bro.
Oh shoot. What a shot, bro. Yo, I'm amped up. I don't know why. I just got
because that intro.
That intro just got me going.
Feels
Yeah.
like we haven't seen them in this
What do you
office in
think?
like
Old guard
so
loading us
long.
up
No.
with
It's the first
human
time this
listening
season.
devices? You camp out overnight, I hear?
Yeah, we got here early. I'm just getting brief. Should I get Shiv?
See that reaction? That was
He
interesting.
doesn't want Shiv there yet.
That was.
And you got my email on Matsson Angle's Deal Thoughts?
Yeah, which one? You sent several.
Alright, so Kendall's sending multiple emails, so he's still doubting some stuff.
So what is this? You
They
guys are
heard.
re-interviewing for your jobs?
No, just a check-in pre-Norway.
Well, just anything we can do to be helpful in terms of like dry running the negotiation or.
Uh-huh, okay. We trust you absolutely. Now tell us every single word you plan on saying to him.
They're loving this, bro.
Yo, this is crazy.
Cool. Yeah, did I miss the invite? What's the conflab? Boomers versus Zoomers?
No, this is on schedule, Shiv. Mom and Dad just stopped by to make sure we have food in the fridge. Okay.
Requesting us all in Norway, plus division heads, bunch of EVPs. I forwarded.
He actually sent a list of names.
Oh, kill list. That's the name of the episode.
Can I have a look at this list? Is that
Shiv is not on that list.
She isn't.
No,
No,
she's
Yep.
on this, yeah.
I love how the intro now, the drums like
Good.
come in slow. I don't know if that's always been a thing, but
Let's
I'm
go
just
get
impressed
it.
at that detail.
It has.
Let's bleed the sweet.
Banger.
He has to do it every time.
No, I am still. That intro was so hard, bro.
That was fire. Nah, that-
intro.
The hip hop intro.
Nicholas Bertel's in his bag, bro. They killed this theme because there's so much that you can do with it. Like there's so many different tones that you can create with this theme. I didn't think like they could really do that, but they
'Cause it's
stretched
a-
it out in so many
It's a
different
mix
ways.
of all genres. It has
Yeah.
rap. It has the
Which I think honestly speaks to
everything.
the show.
Yeah.
Because like the show is like, it's a drama, but it's also comedy. It's also like, I don't know, it's almost like historical fiction. Because like it's very much off of like the Murdoch family and like that whole thing. So there's a lot that it goes into the show, and they like really put that into the theme.
Sir! Wow. Whirlwind, huh? So why Norway, not Sweden?
Annual retreat. Anyway, Norway, Sweden, what's the difference? They're all descended from the same rapists.
Yo, no.
What the? Okay.
Excited to get a feel for Scandinavia and some hotties.
The hotties.
Right? The Arctic foxes, bit of Norwegian wood.
Greg?
What? What? I do love how they've made like Greg progress into like this preppy, like the way
on
he
the other
dresses.
plane, by the way.
Like,
Right.
season
Yeah.
one,
Thanks,
season.
Hugo.
You would have never saw him wearing anything like this season 1.
Yeah, he's got to put on the compression socks, you know. Just,
Yeah, he's gotta take his heart medicine, bro. He's scared.
I'm scared, bro.
Last time y'all were on a plane together, it didn't go so well.
Hugo,
Yeah.
hey, if someone's briefing anything against Dad, we'll fucking crucify them. Okay? Rat fucker Sam, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I got what happened there, but I'm trying to put together if one of them is catching on, like Roman or Shiv.
You know one thing, if you want, just to mention it.
What?
We can cut Tom's throat.
Oh, well. Yeah. How's he doing?
I mean, he's doing good. He's doing fine. That's not it. We just thought maybe in case that might be.
It's a smart move because that's technically the only ally that she could get.
Yeah.
Would you say?
It's double-sided because it's like that, and it's also like, oh, we're offering you his head on a plate, so like trust us.
You nervous, Ken?
No, I mean, he's just some guy.
Oh, the Iceman. All right, you're good. Just, you know, fucking every dollar you squeeze makes us stronger for when we do PRSATN. Yeah?
I think his mind's already past that, bro. My eyes, I don't think. As soon as he was made interim, I don't think Kendall gives a shit about that anymore.
Oh wait, he's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, skin in the
That
Navy
is
is
so
incredible.
mwah.
I mean, who knows if this is actually there?
Yeah, that's true. Whoever does location scout,
Oh yeah.
incredible job.
You like the merch?
Yeah, I'm gonna jerk off over while staring at you. You like that, you little bitch?
oh my God.
Look out your window.
Is that you?
Yeah, of course that's me, the handsome one.
Is yours small? Mine is fucking small.
When a bear shits in the woods, it uses one of these, I think.
Not us saying it's beautiful and they're like, this is a piece of shit.
That's the whole thing, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Bringing an offer lower than 144, net result unhappiness. Over 144, net result happiness.
Yes, increasing exponentially with each additional dollar until such time as Carl creams his pants while dropping into his golden parachute.
That's the whole of the game.
Wrong.
Hey, Con.
I met Frankie Campbell.
Yeah, now is
And
not a good time.
are you guys okay to talk? Because Marsha's been in, and she's talking about putting him in a kilt, like a fucking Bay City roller.
This is what's throwing them off.
Oh, because you still need to have the funeral, right?
Yeah.
I just had to cancel on a room full of working class whites in Cleveland.
Working class whites.
I'll be blamed.
Okay, hey, Con. We appreciate you holding it down for us, but
If you want, send photos or whatever.
Don't send photos. He's not taking him to the fucking beach. Don't send photos. Okay, bye. Bye.
This is insane.
I know.
Got a breakfast buffet.
Oh, this is nothing for them though. Like,
In the
let's be
house.
real.
Eva? Hi. Good afternoon. Comms and Public Affairs.
Carolina.
Yes, exactly. You look well. Very refreshed.
Oh my god, bro. The mind games.
If you want a little guide of our forest, you know, the mighty oaks of Waystar and the Deadwood, just give me a nod. Okay? Yeah.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy. All right.
Tom is still, bro. He's grasping at straws. He's
Yeah.
been doing it for 2 episodes now.
Buddy, leave some for us.
Oh, would you like some? I'm happy to share. I metabolize fast because I'm dynamic.
This is so interesting.
Oh, wow. They tell me that you nearly got a bronze at Sochi. Oh, man, that's almost huge, man, you know? Those darn tenths of a second, huh?
Shots at each other.
They're so insecure.
Guy's a dick.
Guy's a dick.
He didn't even say nothing.
I'm not sure. What do we do here? Am I gonna get a lawsuit if I hug you, or?
maybe. Want to find out?
That response.
Wow, you brought the whole gang, huh?
Literally
Outmaneuvered
requested
me.
them.
Solo, baby. Hey, you guys scared to come talk without the village elders?
Bro.
Let's talk.
But seriously,
do it.
can we?
Just us. Let's
All
do it.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Let's
talk.
chat.
Hey, if you want to.
Frank, bro. The
Fuck him and his
boomers
dude
are
love.
literally struggling, bro.
So what's
do you wanna
the
maybe-
in terms of
Oh,
schedule?
we're thinking we could.
What?
Let's go.
We can tough start.
All right.
Shareholders won't
Yeah,
like
can
you
I
looking
interrupt you right
opportunity.
there?
I'd rather you didn't, but you already did. So
I would like to propose. I want to buy your entire operation. The price of $1 single dollar.
Yo, the way he did that line was executed so well.
Yo. But I do want ATN though.
Well, no. ATN's off the table. Dad carved it out.
He's gonna be protective of it because of his dad.
We're at price.
Like $187 per share.
And Ken's just like, fuck it, just sell everything.
50-50 cash stock. For the whole thing.
You see that Kendall and Roman don't know what the heck they're doing.
They're just not on the same page.
Oh, you like it a little bit, don't you? Right?
Matsson's so good at what he does.
You don't have to answer, but maybe an indication.
He knows he's aiming his stuff at Kendall because Kendall's the ultimate decision maker in this case.
So the offer is 187, but he wants ATN.
He's right there.
Okay, well, why don't you tuck your boner away, Carl?
Sure. But excellent news, gents. Excellent.
You effectively
Yeah.
achieved a bump.
Yeah, we did amazing. We're amazing people.
They did nothing.
He just offered them.
Apparently ATN has an open line to Jared Menken's campaign team, and they're just dialed in on editorial morning conference.
That's not okay,
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking Sid. Sid's in operational charge. It's a mutual back scratch.
Rome, even Dad had a line.
Look, Shiv, we should get into that. It's not okay, but
I'm sorry, what happened? Somebody called the show or something?
No. So apparently ATN was into Jared Menken, who's a political figure. They were like in his conference for his own staff, which is like political boundaries being crossed.
Well, Dad wanted to keep ATN.
Yeah, but he also wanted to poison Brezhnev and hang Mandela. It doesn't mean he's always right.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
overall, he wanted the deal, so...
well, we don't know. We can't navigate by dad maps. Would he have done the deal? Would he not have done the deal? We don't know.
You know what? Just let's get it done. I don't, whatever. Let's get the deal done.
Interesting. I would have expected her to fight more on that.
Okay, so we need to play this very
Greg
differently.
flying drones.
Played before.
Matsson, pretty cold.
Right.
When he's fucking randos, he does noise-canceling headphones.
Right.
Podcasts. He just lies back, cans on, watches him slide the beanpole.
Okay.
What? What the hell?
What's up? What's the counter?
What?
Just saying, yeah, in case you guys want to sling some ideas around. Just within the safety of the quad.
The quad?
Yeah, the quad squad. The Roy Patrol, the old team, the family.
Bro.
Greg is just, he emulates the worst parts of Tom. He's just doing the same thing.
Well, what I think what you need to know about from a U.S. news perspective.
Tom,
is
you
that
don't
we
know
really
nothing.
Don't give a fuck.
That's the most on-brand thing that he said.
knows nothing.
Wow, Tom.
Oh my God, this is gonna get worse.
I read a great article recently in The Economist about this.
Excuse me, The Economist, s'il vous plaît, tell us more.
Just in terms of education and quality of life, old lady France, don't fucking bet against the old fucking the baguette.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
She's a cousin. He's Logan's nephew.
You serious?
He's my cousin. He's good.
Are you all related? This is one big.
No.
Just
Havna på någon sån här incestuös släktträff.
I heard incest in there.
They're absolutely
Are
messing
you
with
done,
them.
or I don't? Maybe it's funnier with subtitles.
Yeah, we're just passing time till you come up with a counter.
You want to do this here? All right.
One is nuts on the table, bro.
Just is. Sure, but long term, I don't think news for angry old people works. I would fold it in, fat pipe that shit, make it more Bloomberg gray. You know? Simple, cheap, huge. IKEA'd to fuck.
And maybe that's why there's a disconnect here on value.
Sure, lecture me, Volter guy.
Hey, took a big swing.
Is everyone going into the sauna? What's going on? Okay, everyone's going into the sauna. The boomers, they just won't go in.
Shiv is good at she's worked in communications for that candidate, so she's really good at the talking and the, I don't know, negotiations, all that stuff. She's good at being blunt.
I don't know about negotiations, but she's good at reading people. Have a straight up club, bro. Like, what is this place? Where are they?
It's like a getaway island or something.
This is like Midsummer if they kept the technology.
I think I'd like to tank the deal.
Keep ATN?
Keep everything.
I think tank the whole deal. Like, kill it, blow it up.
I called it. I called it.
You know it. He's a bad fit. He doesn't get the company, and I think he's gonna fuck it.
Maybe you will.
Well, we have to make him walk, right? So that he thinks it's his call?
Yeah.
The old guard smells that we're getting smart. They're gonna shit their beans, go crying to the board, and we're fucking toast.
Oh yeah, sure. It's a fucking tightrope walk on a straight razor. I think it's fucking feel the force time. Choose our adventure, full bore, fuck the living shit out of this thing. You with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh
gosh.
Let's tank it. Let's fucking do it.
I knew this is where this was going though.
Dang. I did not think Roman would just be like,
Nah, he knows that they kind of want the same thing. They both want to run the company. Now that they've gotten a taste of it, they're not going back.
Okay, so I think a meaningful bump gets you over the line.
So you're saying if I keep offering more and more money, eventually I'll get it.
You see what I'm talking about with the negotiations?
Yeah.
What do you think of Ebba?
He's trying to poach her. He wants her to be the comms person.
Prego, bro.
Well, I might be
Gonna do
in a
anything
bit
for the
of
deal,
a
though.
pickle.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or to kill
We're judging
Tom's
me.
child.
the thing is, in these situations, like, you almost want to mimic what the person's doing, make them feel comfortable around you.
Yeah, but I think in these situations, it's a pissing contest, and who pisses more wins.
I was seeing this girl after we broke up. I sent her some of my blood.
Okay.
Bruh.
Half a liter.
Machine gun Kelly looking ass.
Half a liter?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then,
well, I mean,
I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's actually being straight up.
No, I think he's tapped.
He is doing cocaine right now. I mean,
well, who is this?
it's Ebba.
Ah.
I'll just deny it, right? I'll call bullshit and just lawyer it out.
Oh, well, yeah. Deniability is difficult given she has so much of your blood.
For real to say that.
I don't know who you got advising you on this, but whatever they're telling you, you got a 10x it. And if this acquisition goes through, US media are gonna be all over you. So if you're the creepy stalker guy who sits in the dark writing code, dripping into an IV bag and harassing his direct reports, it's gonna have an economic impact.
This is where she does really well.
Told you.
Yeah.
3-point PR plan just off the top of my head. Point 1 might be hard for you, but stop sending people your blood.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good start. I'm smelling something fishy, bro.
I don't know, man. I can't tell if he's
Matsson's playing that.
Yo, I don't know if he's being straight up.
You're just telling a journalist the truth, which is that nobody's getting along, the two cultures don't mesh, and the deal vibes are bad.
Okay. Yeah, sour the vibes to give us juice in the room. Quad squad. It's quad squad type shit.
Yeah.
Quad Squad, bro. That should have been the name of the episode. Quad Squad.
Quad Squad.
He's running operation stuff, and they're like, why? Because he's not selling, bro.
Hey, you're getting pretty close to Lucas last night.
Yeah, are you jealous?
Yeah, see, that's what I think he was doing.
Yeah, I think he
Pitting them
wants
against
that.
each other.
Yep. He's smart, bro.
We retain ATN and we'll buy it at 146, or he takes ATN, but we need a crazy premium.
Yeah.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
Now Shiv has something. Remember how last episode we were like, what does Shiv have? She has no cards. Well, she got her cards.
You should be careful, Tom.
Why?
Because people are coming down from Mali, and your pupils, they're dilated. And your shoes are like looking at the sun.
What are you telling me?
I'm helping you, Tom. This is why people don't take you seriously, because your shoes are so fucking white. Ow!
Bro.
Your earlobes are thick and chewy.
The fuck?
Yeah, like barnacle meat.
What?
Like children.
This is the weirdest family dynamic I've ever seen, period, on screen. Like, period.
Fix is easy. We only We only flag it so you know we're not hiding.
All right, I appreciate that. Thanks.
They're trying to show him all the shit so he sours in the deal.
I need to make this happen fast.
Totally.
Okay?
Totally.
Am I gonna have to go around you? Talk directly to the board.
Do you remember when you asked when my dad was gonna die?
Yeah, that was a joke, Roman.
There was no part of you that could just be like, hey, let's reschedule and move this because, you know, their dad just died. But you just drag us out here, you inhuman fucking dog man, you. You fucking killed him, too. You're the one who did it. Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. We're not selling to you, okay? We're not doing that. And it's not happening, okay?
Oh, Roman just
I
fucked
fucking
it.
hate you. And if you tell the board I said any of this, I'm just gonna say it was a negotiating tactic. And you know what? Maybe it is, but it's not. So fuck you.
Oh, you just fucked yourself.
Did I?
Good.
Really?
Delon, would you like to speak to one of them yourself? Their revised offer, $192. $5 bump. Okay.
Wow, he really wanted ATN.
Hey, it's a home run, boys. Hail the conquering heroes.
Your dad would be really proud.
Wow.
You're welcome.
192. Amazing.
He told him, he straight up told him, told to his face, it's a negotiating tactic, you bitch. And then he goes and makes it higher off. Roman fucking did it.
There's no play here for them. There's no way that they can try to fuck the deal now because it's like there. If they do anything,
Because
they're gonna
yo,
know.
Matsson was so smart. He called Frank. He didn't.
He was like, and he's
put everyone
yeah.
on speak. That
Instead
was
of
such
telling,
a smart move.
instead of telling the board what they did, he's like, I'm gonna give them an offer they cannot refuse, and if they do, they're gonna know exactly what's going on.
Important call.
That's Matsson.
Hey.
Are you with your brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Could you send me a photo of their faces?
Yeah, sure.
Congrats, congrats, congrats. Come on, Jerry, don't leave us hanging. Who's on it?
Oh, it's the kill list.
Potentially surplus to requirements are Ray.
God fucking damn it.
Mark.
Shit.
Hugo.
That slalom motherfucker.
Frank.
Naturally, it's just speculation.
Carl.
Let the good times roll.
Wait, what about Carolina?
Okay. She's not on the list, so retained. Retained.
And you?
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Also not on the list.
What about Tom? Tom must be on the list. Oh my God.
I don't see him.
Great fucking trip. Highly fucking productive.
Bro.
This show is so good, bro.
What I was
This
gonna,
show
what
is
I was
so
gonna
good.
say before they were reading the kill
Yeah.
list is that the people who complain about the show being like the way they shoot it and then be like, yo, it's almost like watching The Office and it's too whatever. Those moments where like Shiv is taking the picture of them, it fits the vibe perfectly.
Yeah.
Because like it's a comedic thing, but it's almost like a real life, like real time. You're seeing their reaction, like you're there. Oh, the show's so brilliant. The show's so brilliant.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I forgot what Skarsgård brother this is.
Alex.
This is Alex, sorry.
Yeah.
What a freaking performance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's so gifted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's very good. Very good.
That was okay. So I don't even know where I'm gonna start with this because there's a lot that happens. Every episode just seems like it's so chaotic, and there was a lot that went down. But Shiv and Matsson, that dynamic. What happened in that room? Shiv gives them names: Carolina, Jerry. Talks about Tom, and then Kill List comes out. None of them are on the list.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Interesting. So I mean, in my initial reaction to what was going on, I thought he was really just trying to play Shiv, but maybe he does really trust her. Maybe he does, because remember how he said he did like dealing with their dad, and he's saying that sort of to her, you're kind of like your dad. You can take a joke, you say what you want kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe he really does just admire her and think that like, because I think that if Logan was still here and he was making the deal with Logan and Logan told him X, Y, and Z advice, maybe he wouldn't do all of that, but he would actually take it into consideration. And I think that's what's happening with him and Shiv.
Yeah. But Matsson, I can't read the dude. He's so good in terms of, I don't know if he's telling the truth, if he's lying. It's crazy.
About what?
About everything. Everything he says, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, okay, is that real? Like the whole blood thing. Is that real?
It's gotta be.
You say that's real?
That's got to be.
You think he was really? You think he was honest with Shiv in that discussion?
Yeah, I think that's a really weird thing to bring up, and also, like you could just, I think from the dynamic that you saw with him and Ebba when he first was like introducing her to Shiv, like you could tell that she was like sour on him specifically, and not necessarily the company, because I think like he was like saying something along the lines of like, oh, you know, if she leaves, like. Or she said, oh, if I leave, it's either going in the book or they'll pay me off kind of thing. But she kind of seemed like a little sour on that. So if I think if it was about the company specifically, she would have been more playful about it. But she seemed really serious when she said that. So I think the thing about the blood is true. And he's just a weirdo. Like, I think he's just a freak. Like,
yeah, no, there was the moment that obviously what happened at the end was huge play by Matsson, where he essentially told the board, not the board, but everyone that was in that airplane what the deal was. So now Kendall and Roman, like you said, they have no way to back out of this deal. But I think there is a way that they can because of the kill list. Okay. They have the kill list, and I think what they can do is
get the people on the kill list.
Get the people on the kill list on their side and be like, let's tank the deal.
Yeah, maybe. I do think, though, like, if you saw Carl's reaction and Frank's reaction, they weren't fazed because they know that they're going to get a payout.
Yeah.
True. They get a severance, they're gonna a whole package.
Yeah, they're gonna get part of this.
I think who was it, Frank, that was talking about he has like an island or something ready to bank or something. I don't know. The man was ready.
Idea.
He was like,
But these dudes have money, and the reason why they're pulling for this deal is because they're gonna get paid from it. Hugo, people like that, like Ray and Mark, like those dudes who were in the back, like not so much because they're lower level. They're grunts, right? Like they're people who are not. You know, they're not in the C-suite. They're not the executives. So I think in this sort of scenario, the only people that they can play off of that would want to keep the business aren't really the big decision makers.
That's true.
So in my mind, I still think they're screwed. Like I really don't think that they have any other play now, because they either intentionally tank it and just keep saying no, and the board's gonna be like, okay, you clearly don't want to sell. Or they take the deal.
Charlie, there was the Roman moment, and I said, yo, I'm trying to see Roman shine and do something crazy in this episode. And he did something crazy. Yeah. And in that moment, would you think that was a good thing that he did? Or would you say that was bad with the result that we got with the new offer?
Oh, no. I mean, business-wise, horrible. But in personal-wise, whatever the word is for that, I loved it. Fantastic. Just tell Matsson to fuck you, fuck off. Like, I hate you. Like, screw you. You're a piece of shit. Like, I liked that he just went off on him. I love that. Didn't care about breaking the deal apart. Didn't care whatever. He just let his feelings out and told him exactly what he thought of him. But then he's like, oh, well, I could just tell the board that it's it's a tactic. It's a negotiation tactic. Fuck you. Walks away. And then they get the offer. So clearly it works to an extent, because now they could sell and make shit ton of money off of Matsson, but clearly they're probably not going to want to sell still.
Yeah, but that's why I think he screwed himself, because like the whole play that he and Roman were trying to do is like, we have to make it seem like it's his idea, and he was onto them so quickly.
Yeah.
And they could have backtracked a little, and they could have kept playing into Kendall's hand. I think he still would have gotten it. I think Madsen's way too smart for that. But at the end of the day, he just fully came out and said it.
Oh, but
he ruined any leverage they had of trying to make the deal collapse.
I don't think with the kill list it matters anymore, though.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if how it looks. Like if it was, they made it look like Matsson wanted out of the deal, or if they screwed over the deal, now they can just be like, hey, there's a kill list on this. He's going to fire all you guys. You guys are not going to have jobs. So let's just tank the deal.
But like I said, it's up to the board. It's not up to the people who are getting fired. It doesn't matter to them.
Those people are part of the board, though.
No, Hugo's not part of the board. Frank, but they don't care, bro. They want to sell.
But they're going to get fired.
They don't, bro. They're boomers. They want to go retire.
I think they'll make money. I think they'll make an
They want to go retire. I don't think
they
care. They want to sell. They want to retire. So did you see Carl's reaction where he was on the list? He was like, "Let the good times roll." He literally is like,
"Yeah, they'll make money."
He's annoyed that Tom wasn't on the list, because he's like, "Bro, there's no way they want to keep Tom." And in my eyes, I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell are they keeping Tom?" But
so in that case, then it's going to be like a war between those who are not on the list versus the brothers tanking the deal, because those people don't benefit from the sale, right? Because they're still going to have to work for whatever. They're going to have to work for
Hugo's
Matsson.
on the list.
No, the people that are not on the list.
People not on the list.
Yeah, those people still retain their jobs. They're not going to get like whatever severance package or whatever the others are going to make that are getting fired. And so they need this deal to go through. So it's going to be them at war with Roman and Kendall, who are trying to tank it still. Most likely.
All I know is that the board wants the deal done. They want the money. They think it's getting stale, and I think honestly the majority of the board does not have confidence in Kendall and Roman still. Like, I don't think that they see that long term. So I think they want this deal done, and any additional fumbling of the deal is going to make them pissed off.
Do you think they should take the deal? Looking at it from our perspective, do you think they should take the deal?
Dog. I'm taking that straight
196 million, whatever the hell.
No. 192
billion. I'm sorry.
No. $192 per share is what they're selling.
Oh, I see.
So that's a lot of money. That's billions. That's a lot of money. I don't know how many shares they have ownership of or whatever, but that's a lot of money. So yeah, I'll take that deal.
Take that deal.
I'll take that deal.
All right, but now if you were Kendall or Roman, what do you think?
Yeah, in their eyes.
Their perspective.
In their eyes, it's we go back to the essence of the show and why they all fight with each other and everything. I think the ultimate downfall that's going to happen with Kendall is that if you look at Logan, he had all his kids in play, right? At some point, he let them think that they had control of what was going on, but in a way, Kendall is like actually giving his siblings that control of what's happening. And I think that's going to be the downfall. He can't keep them at arm's length like his dad would. He can't just be like, oh yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about this next week about you being CEO, blah, 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 like he did with Shiv, like he did with Roman, whatever.
Yeah.
He can't do that because he really has to keep his siblings on his side, because his siblings are not going to be, oh my God, Kendall, please, attention, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. He's not dad anymore. So I think that's the dynamic that's really different between him and his dad, is that his dad had that balance, right, of like keeping everybody at bay. I think Kendall's going to struggle with that. I think that's what's ultimately going to be his downfall.
Yes. Do you think he's going to lose the power?
Yeah, I do. I don't want him to, because I'm liking seeing this evolution, but that's the idea that I have in my head. Is that I don't think that he's going to be able to last, because he's like juggling too many people and trying to keep too many people happy. And too many people are actually having a hand in the pot. While Logan, it was like he made you think like that you did, but you actually didn't. It was all him pulling the strings.
Yeah, so that's Kendall still not being a killer.
Correct.
He's still trying to understand what that really means. He has moments where he is truly a killer, and there's moments where he's juggling you could say the personal factor to everyone's consideration. I don't know. I think that's how I see it.
I think that, but I also think part of it is he doesn't have the leverage that his dad had, right? Like his dad was the founder, the owner.
Exactly.
He's the patriarch, all this stuff. Like Kendall doesn't have that. So he needs allies. He needs people on his side. Logan could stare you death in the face and you would do exactly what he wanted. Kendall doesn't have that.
No.
So I think this is where the line starts to get drawn of like, can Kendall actually become Logan? I think the answer is no, but I'm very curious to see where it goes.
Yeah, I don't think that's tough. I don't think he can. I don't think anyone can replicate what Logan did.
No.
I don't think so.
But I don't think so, because that is not how Logan would have handled that situation.
No. I don't think anyone can beat Logan.
If his whole thing is, he's gonna put on his dad's, shoes and become him, he fumbled it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think so.
And there was a moment where Shiv and Tom, that was weird. We saw two scenes where one, she gets slapped in the earlobe, and then
he
flicks her, and then at the end of the episode, she goes, "Do you want to get dinner?" Charlie, what do you think that dynamic is? I'm lost, to be quite honest.
I think it's a power dynamic. When one has power, they want to kind of make the other one smaller. For example, when Shiv was with Tom, when she had leverage over him, right? She had a better position in life, all that stuff. Once Tom started to get somewhere, he was like, bye-bye, Shiv.
Yeah.
And then now she's getting, you know, closer to Matsson, whatever, and probably feels like she's helping the deal and things are going to go well. And Tom has nobody.
Yeah.
And now she's like, hi, Tom, you want to be my bitch again?
Yeah, basically.
You know?
That's perfect.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. So
because Tom has been looking for episodes, bro. Now 2 episodes that he's been looking to cling on to somebody to give him leverage.
Like it's going to be Shiv.
But
I didn't see it in this way. I truly did not see it in this way.
I think Charlie's spot
but
on.
You 100% are.
I think you're spot on, because if you look at everything that he's been doing, he's been moving to you know, try to have a relationship with someone. Someone please utilize me. Someone please see me as valuable. Even the freaking sat at the table with Matsson and the Swedes and like tried to engage in conversation, and you can tell that they clearly were like, what the hell? But, you know, somehow he's not on the kill list. Why is that? Shiv.
Yes.
So
most likely.
If it wasn't for Shiv saying anything about Tom, then there's no way he would have been on that. He wouldn't have been on that kill list, because they literally had like a 2-minute interaction with him, and we're like, all right, this guy's a literal idiot, and there's no point in keeping him. But exactly what Charlie said. Now Shiv is pulling the strings again, and she can be like,
she was playing her Logan cards, and like I said, she got her cards back.
Yeah.
And I was wondering last episode what those cards were going to be, and they appeared right to her hands, and she played them perfectly. And you said that Shiv is good at the what was it, the PR?
She's good at reading people.
Yeah.
She's good at reading people, and she's very good at understanding leverage and understanding what people want.
Yeah.
I think where she lacks is the business and the negotiation stuff. Like, I don't think that she has that sort of experience, but she has been a political advisor, bro. Like she knows all of the politics of just people and organizations and all that stuff. So she's very savvy of how to talk to people, pull things out of them, try to understand where she can, exercise leverage, and she has something over this person, but she has to be careful with this person because they have something over her. Like, she's very intelligent with that stuff, more so than the other brothers.
She knows more about a person than many other people. She knows stuff about them, and people just open up to her and tell her mad stuff.
Dude, it's crazy because the more and more I think about it, if the 3 siblings all had each other's traits, they would be unstoppable. Like, if they were one person with all 3 of their traits, like, they would literally be unstoppable.
It's so funny because if they do all 3 actually work together and strive to have a company where it's flowing well from top to bottom, that company would be insane. But the problem is they're all
competing.
Yeah, they all want to compete.
Their egos
are
too big.
It's the egos. Yeah. It's crazy.
Who taught them that?
Logan.
Exactly. Like, it's been ingrained in them, so they don't know how. And that's like the most unfortunate part, because if they actually, exactly what you said, if they actually came together and exercised their strengths in a way that made shit work, they would get it all done, and they would be a well-oiled machine.
Because as soon as they when Kendall and Roman, when they came into the first negotiation for Matsson, their body language, you can just tell that they were not on the same page, and they haven't been on the same page since the beginning of the season, and it's still happening. So I'm trying to understand, like, what's gonna happen with each individual, because it looks like they're just gonna, I don't know, it's interesting. I'm just trying to understand how all this is gonna work out between them,
bro. I think at this point, we're strapped into the roller coaster,
and we're just watching it.
We're just enjoying the ride, because every episode it's like there's something else, and like it feels like the plot is unfolding in a way that makes sense to you, and then somehow it takes a turn. So, bro, it's great writing. It's great writing. Again, like, of course, like, I feel like we're like out here praising the show like one of the best TV shows of all time, and guess what? It low-key is, because like, not to say that I could be a TV writer or whatever, but like, you watch shows and you're like, yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, that makes sense how they do that. But like, in this show, it's like you are sometimes in awe of the writers and like what they're able to accomplish, just like in general with where they've taken the show, the character development, and just like the element of surprise of when
Yes, I think the thing is I just can't. Obviously, I try never to predict plots. I don't like doing that and be like, oh, because I don't try to predict endings. But every single time, it just surprises me every episode, especially specifically this season. It's just been something that I've never seen in television before, where each episode, I have something in my head where I'm like, okay, I think it's going this way. And then it just turns you a different direction.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what do we have now? 5 episodes?
We're 5 episodes in. We have 5 more to watch. We're halfway through.
So it's like there's got to be a lot
of shit can still
that's
happen.
still gonna happen.
So much stuff can go down because you got the ATN, you have Pierce, you have Matsson deal's not yet accepted, you have the board. It's just like you have Sandy, you have all those things. You have Shiv being pregnant.
Yeah.
You have Tom, their situation. There's so many dynamics that still have to be addressed, and they have to do that in 5 episodes, which I think they can do. You know, they still have so much time.
Yep.
It doesn't feel rushed. I think that's what's beautiful about it. And it's so great. It's not rushed.
Well, that's the great thing about doing the episodes this way, where it's like a day. Well, this one was a couple days, but like, you know, a weekend and like taking these very small or very specific moments and cluing you in on what's happening, because you get immersed in that moment and you don't feel like they're just like rushing through a timeline in one episode. So I think that choice again was a beautiful choice, and I think it's gonna pay off for the ending. So God, it's like one of those things that it's like I really don't want it to end, but I'm also like, holy shit, this ending is probably gonna be so gratifying. Like I'm just so I'm not ready for it to end, but I'm like, I know the ending is gonna be so good. Like I don't know why I've never been so confident in a show wrapping up that's gonna wrap up so well. But I am, and I'm like, I want to see what's gonna happen.
Let's see. I mean, they could just throw a curveball at you and be like, "Oh, the ending that you wanted, yeah, screw that."
But that's the thing. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want.
Yeah,
I have no idea what ending I want. But that's the thing.
Or that you have in the back of your mind, right? You have some idea of like where this could potentially
kind of, but I'm almost more in the sense of like, you know, when you're in the car with the safest driver and you can just. That's what I feel like with the show. Like I feel like
you just ride it out.
I'm just riding it out, and I know where they're gonna take me is where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, when you're riding with me in the car.
Yeah, sometimes.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
it's not like that when I'm riding with him though. I'm just playing.
Shots fired. Okay,
I'm just playing.
But you know what I mean. I think that
like if Greg wins all the money, that would, you know,
everyone's just gonna be like,
I mean, like if they somehow make that work, I'll be like, yo, crazy. Like. Drop some money.
I can see it happening. Like I would be happy.
Really?
There's no way it's gonna happen. This is one, like I'm 99% sure that Greg's not gonna get all the money. I think Greg is going to come out better than most people expect, but I don't think he's gonna get all the money.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Probably not all the money, but he's gonna walk away with like a good amount.
The only way that it could happen is something with Ewan, and there's something with the board and whatever, and then he gets all the inheritance.
Well. Ewan is still alive.
Yes.
He is the brother of Logan.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's on the
As
board.
far as I know, does he have any other siblings? I don't know. If Logan had any other siblings.
Not that I know of. No.
So there was no like that we know of, there's no official will. Right? Of like, oh, my assets, my money goes to this person. There was just those notes of him being like, oh, this Kendall should run the company.
I'm sure there is a will.
There probably is. And
probably will find it.
Who's to say that Ewan's not on there or something? You never know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know that he already has shares of the company because he's on the board. He's able to make decisions on stuff. So we'll see what happens with that.
What if he's like one of the largest shareholders and they just haven't accounted for that yet?
I think he does. He does have a pretty
good amount, a decent amount.
Yeah, but
and if if Greg says something like, hey, I have this information on, the stuff that they tried to hide from the cruises and whatever. I
think that needs to be
incriminate
answered.
Tom.
I think all that whole narrative.
I would be surprised if that doesn't come back somehow.
Oh, okay.
I have one thing that I just realized I wanted to say and I didn't touch on about what the play is for Roman and Kendall. Is like their one other play is that they can somehow try to convince the board that they can run the ship and be competent leaders of the company. Is that going to happen? I'm not so sure.
You know how they can prove it? They can spin what they did in Norway. they can say it because Frank, Carl, everyone is congratulating them.
Mm-hmm.
No one truly knows what went down except for Kendall, Roman, and Matsson.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows. And a little bit of Shiv.
Yeah.
So they can spin it to the board.
Yeah.
They can be like, look what we did. We were able to raise up to 192. Now think about what we can do running this company. We can take it to the moon. Or something like that. I don't know, but they can.
It's one thing to negotiate. It's one thing. It's a different thing.
It's a different thing to run the company.
But
and
that's
in
something
the
they can
previous
use to give some
episode,
leverage, I think.
in the previous episode, they were all in the room saying like, "No, the kids suck. We have to. They can't run it. We have
Those
to
are
pin
the
them against each
boomers.
other."
I mean, the boomers all wanted it for themselves too. So like,
Jerry was like, "I ran it for
Yeah, and then Carl's like, I'm the CEO, so naturally, da 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 da. And so I think that if we're gonna see Kendall really level up, that's the play that has to be made. Is him somehow convincing the board not to sell, and that they should believe in him and Roman. I think that's if we're gonna see like a Kendall like boss up the way that I originally thought this was heading, then I think that's the play that's gonna happen.
Because at the beginning of the episode, we were like, oh, wow, we're getting this Kendall back. And then would you say what they did in Norway was successful? What went down?
No.
Right?
No.
But it just happened to work.
Yeah, I mean, it depends who you're asking.
Yeah.
If it's successful. Like you ask the boomers, they think it's great. If you ask Roman and Kendall, they're like, we completely screwed up because they didn't want to sell at the end of the day. So yeah, it's gonna be the next episode, bro. I'm already itching for it.
It's crazy because we're just like, let's get to the next one.
Straight up.
But I'm happy. I'm not gonna lie. My week is going by quickly. Keep going quickly because I want to get to Sunday as fast as possible.
Straight up. And I'm sure everybody can agree on that.
Yeah. Okay. I know that you guys don't want to rate this episode. We don't have to. I know we were struggling with last week because we're like, we don't know because everything just seems like it's perfect. And we don't know how to rate, a last season because we haven't seen the full ending yet. So I'm just going to ask you guys. Do you guys want to rate this or just keep
9.
10.
I'm giving it a 9.
Why are you giving it a 10? Why are you giving it a 1 point deduction?
That is a great question.
See, that's why I'm asking you that. Because
you see why I think rating this is dumb.
I am trying to find some flaws, but I can't. And truthfully, I ask people who are still listening and watching, what are some flaws that you caught in this episode? Because I'm trying to, maybe I have to rewatch it and see something, but I can't find any flaws that I think, oh, maybe they should have done this differently.
I think, I don't know, it just feels like a 9. I don't know. I don't know.
It just feels like a 9.
Because like, how can you, can I really give every episode a 10? Like, is every single episode as good as episode 3 or as good as episode 2? I don't know.
I think with shows, this is why it's really hard to rate because it's like, oh my God, this episode is a 10, but because it wasn't as amazing and action-packed, this one is a 9. Like, I don't think that's valid because in the grand scheme of things, you're still playing an entire story out, and it's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't all, this episode relates to this episode, so in a way, they're combined, and they are combined. It's a whole season. It's a whole 4 seasons. So to me, I have a hard time rating these things, especially if I'm seeing no flaws in some of the stuff. Like we were doing like The Last of Us. I think that it was so much easier for us to rate because it's an adaptation. It's something that we can compare, and there's little things that we can pick out. With this, bro, it's brand new, and every single time I'm never disappointed in watching the show. So I have a really hard time rating it. So that's personally me. Unless something wild happens and I'm like, I really didn't like that, I think that's BS. I'm gonna keep giving everything a 10.
Yeah, if I can't find something that I did not like, why would I not give it a 10?
Agreed. And that's why I'll reserve my rating until the end of the season, and I'll look at the entire season as a whole and say, okay, what did I actually think? Were there any flaws? Were there things that I thought they should have answered, they didn't answer, da-da-da-da-da, all that. Then I'll be able to make judgment.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. With that being said, y'all, we appreciate you guys listening or watching this episode. Subscribe, add your comments, like this video. We're almost at 300 subscribers. So if you're new, please subscribe, share this to your friends, share it to your loved ones. We love you guys and see you soon for episode 6.
Peace.